Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. It's a fine morning here. It's the weekend and we are here to bring you more news and updates in the world of local football. As usual, I'm your host Selassie Fiawi. Welcome once again to the channel. Today I'll be talking to you about KUMASI Asante Kotoko. They have been fined $4,000 by CAF. Yes, they did something wrong. I'm going to reveal it to you in this news. We'll also look at Paa Kwesi Fabin. Yes, he was a former coach of KUMASI Asante Kotoko and also the under-17 side for Ghana. He's now the current coach of the under-17 Ugandan side, and he's doing amazing things with them at the ongoing under-17 African Cup of Nations. And the Ghana FA has received an increased amount of money in terms of allowances from CAF. So as usual, if you're new to the channel, I advise you to subscribe to this channel and to click on the notification bell to get more updates. So let me just jump right into it. We all know that KUMASI Asante Kotoko took part in the CAF Confederations Cup recently, and it wasn't great in the end. They could not make it out of the group. They made it through the two qualifying rounds. They beat two teams in the group stages and drew one, and unfortunately they could not get the vital win in the final game against Zesco United to make it to the quarterfinal. And KUMASI Asante Kotoko have been fined by CAF for poor state of the seats at the dugouts during the CAF Confederations Cup. Yeah, that's what they've been fined for. They've been fined $4,000 for that. The story says here, Ghanaian giants KUMASI Asante Kotoko have been fined $4,000 by the Confederation of African Football for the poor state of seats at the dugout during the Confederations Cup. Now, the state of the facilities for their African campaign was poor, with away clubs complaining over the conditions of the seats. Now, the Porcupine Warriors were slapped with the fine because the dugouts, which houses coaches and substitutes, were not in accordance with CAF's laws. Now, according to information reaching Ghana SoccerNet, CAF has communicated the fine to the KUMASI-based club. Now, Asante Kotoko reached the group stages of the CAF Confederations Cup for the first time in 11 years after some impressive performances. The team hosted Kariobangi Sharks, Cotton Sport, Zesco United, Nkana FC and Al Hilal in KUMASI in the CAF Confederations Cup. So KUMASI Asante Kotoko, they just could not provide the best facilities for their away teams, and now they are paying for it. $4,000. Wouldn't it have been cheaper to provide the best facilities? This goes out to the National Sports Authority. I think they are in charge of the maintenance of the Baba Yara Sports Stadium and other facilities concerning sports in this country, and they have failed us, and now they are going to pay a fine of $4,000 for failing to do their jobs when they could have done it and been able to escape this fine. I don't know, we never seem to learn. I hope this will be a lesson to all other clubs that it's not worth it. We have the money, people come to stadium, they pay the money, and I don't know what they are using the money for exactly, but CAF has slapped the fine on them and they are going to pay it. So to my next story, and it's about the Ghana Football Association. Yes, they have increased the FA they have gotten an increased grant of $200,000 from CAF. So the story says here, the Ghana Football Association will now receive an increased $200,000 from the Confederation of African Football. Now, the 100% increment for national associations was reached at the last CAF Executive Council meeting in Cairo. Now, the grant for each CAF member association is to improve its current infrastructures and develop its football at the national and local levels. Now, the CAF football development policy is guided by CAF Contract with Africa, a strategic blueprint development program launched in 2005. So the Ghana FA, which is currently the normalization committee headed by Dr. Kofi Amwa till September at least, will now receive increased amount of money, that is $200,000 from CAF to help improve the infrastructure. We all know the history of the Ghana FA. We all know the corruption and bribery history. We hope this money or these funds will not be siphoned elsewhere. We hope it will be put to adequate use. We trust Dr. Kofi Amwa and his leadership, his members in the normalization committee. We trust them to do a good job and to not waste this money. So we hope that the money is put to the best of use, and we hope that Ghana football will become better for it. To my final story, and it has to do with former Asante Kotoko coach Paa Kwesi Fabin. He's currently the under-17 coach for the Ugandan side, and in the currently ongoing Afcon Under-17 championship, he's doing a tremendous job with his side Uganda. Yes, they lost their first match to Angola 1-0, but their second game with host side Tanzania was much better. They won 3-0, and Paa Kwesi Fabin seems to be the right man for the job currently for the Ugandan side. The story says here, former Asante Kotoko coach Paa Kwesi Fabin inspired his side to a first win at the Under-17 Cup of Nations after beating host Tanzania 3-0 at the National Stadium in Dar es Salaam. Now, Uganda boosted their chances to the next round after losing their opening match to Angola. Paa Kwesi Fabin and his team overcame the defeat to Angola and showed class by thumping the host nations. Now, Koa Andrew, Asaba Ivan, and Naji Viga scored to hand their side a victory. Now, the Young Cranes will take on Nigeria in a must-win encounter to make it to the semi-finals of the competition. The Ugandan Football Association appointed Paa Kwesi Fabin to lead the team to glory at the African Cup of Nations. So, based on that, we'll have a look at the highlights of the game between Uganda and Tanzania, where Uganda won 3-0. So that has been it for today. I've been bringing you highlights on Paa Kwesi Fabin's team. They are doing wonders at the Afcon U17 Championship. We've also heard from KUMASI Asante Kotoko, and KUMASI Asante Kotoko have been fined by CAF for not providing the best facilities for their away sides in the CAF Confederations Cup. This could have all been avoided. GFA gets an increased amount from CAF. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your weekend and happy Easter.